Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 1, Chapter 32. We pick up over in the northwest hallway. We are in the middle of a combat. A very large, very aggressive, very strong-looking ghoul, presumably named Clades, just stepped out into the hallway, missing an arm, but got a hand tied around his neck. At the moment, Grip is alone in this hallway with Clades and a single ghoul 10 feet away. We're going to continue in initiative here. Gull, you are up. You are 15 feet away from the door there and about 20 feet away from Grip inside. You can tell that combat is happening because you heard all the yelling.
Can I see ghoul number 1 from where I am?
You can.
Can I target him?
Absolutely. Soft cover from Ray standing right in front of you, but you sure could.
What the heck? I'll give it a shot.
Raising your pistol like right over Ray's shield.
Exactly. Natural fucking 20.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Come on. 17. Critical confirmation.
Is that 4 times?
Times 4.
Damage! Yeah.
Oh
Take it
my
out, Johnny.
God.
Take it out.
This is the best session starter ever.
2 plus 2
Those aren't
plus
good numbers.
4 plus 3. Okay, so
2 plus
that's
2 plus 4 plus 3 is
11.
11 plus 1, 12 for point. No, I don't have point blank shot yet. Darn.
Why not? Oh,
Because
you
I'm
don't
still
have
working
the
on it. I'm like 3 days of training, but still.
Bullet hits it right in the face, blows off half of its head, but it is an undead creature and doesn't quite take it down, but there's not much of its face left. I'm going to say, for funsies, it can't take a bite attack right now. You just blew off half its face.
You shot its mouth off!
And as
All
a
right.
move action,
Reload.
Nice.
Thwack, 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 thwack. Down in the shower room, you hear more slapping of ghoul feet, and another ghoul, a more normal-looking ghoul this time, comes running out behind Clades and makes it a little further into the hallway, about splitting the difference down the hallway towards Grip and landing about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away from Grip. Next up is Dora. Gun goes off right next to you. You're hearing the sound of yelling, the slapping of ghoul feet on stone and tile. What do you do?
She says, "Oh, well done," and reaches over to Gull
Yeah.
and casts resistance upon him, as I believe he is the only one not wearing a cloak.
Oh, yes.
golf lynches.
Sorry.
There we go.
Can I see the remaining ghoul
You
and Grip?
cannot. It's around the corner from where you're standing.
Can I take a 5-foot step diagonally?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, you
and
could.
see it?
So you're going to remain
Can I
outside
still
the
see
door.
Grip then?
Yeah, that's
Little?
fine. That's fine,
Great.
for sure.
And she says, "Grip, oh, finish him off. Go for it."
Combat advice.
Combat advice, +2 on your next attack against that guy, should you choose to attack him.
I would never have thought of that.
I said something different. I said something better. Punch it in the what remains of its jaw.
Hey ho!
Uh-oh.
Thwack, thwack, thwack. There is sounds of running and roaring in the room to the north, where Gull had heard people and animals being eaten. The door gets opened wide. You see another ghoul coming at you there. There are now 1, 2, 3 ghouls within 25 feet of Grip. Ray, you are up next. You're in the doorway. You can easily see what remains of ghoul number 1 as it's about to face off with Grip there. I don't think 2, 3, or Clades are in your line of sight from where you're at.
Sure. I'm gonna move through the doorway.
Right, take a step into the hall there.
And-
Now you can see everybody.
Take one step down the hall this way.
Ooh, getting into the difficult terrain, the collapsed wall.
And hit number 1.
Smash.
Smash! I mean, it's a 19 on the die.
That's not a cracked die.
It's not a
It is
cracked die.
sitting on top of those
It's
things,
sitting on
very
top of
clear.
other die.
Okay, so that's a 19. That is a hit. Although I'm frowning in frustration here, but yes, I see what you're saying. It was not cracked.
Thank you. For only 2 points of damage.
It's enough to take it down. Ghoul
Sweet.
number 1 drops.
Sorry, Grip.
Now I don't know what to do.
How awesome would it be if that were the flip side of that feat? Should your target die before you can take this combat
You are
advice?
confused by it for
You were
one
staggered
forward.
for one round.
I want to do what's right, but
But no one will tell me.
Coming right behind ghoul number 3 is another ghoul coming from the room to the north, spilling out into the hallway, able to get 10 feet further. Boom. followed shortly by another one from the south.
Jesus.
So many fucking ghouls.
Pharasma.
Let's just keep Ray alive.
4 ghouls and clades are in the hallway right now.
And all of them can paralyze you.
With multiple attacks around.
Grip, you are up. 5, 10, 15 feet away from the nearest ghoul, and that ghoul is very close to a whole bunch of other ghouls. It's just this hallway is lousy. It's just lousy with ghouls. The stench is unbearable. That kind of skunky, rotting meat smell is permeating the space. And let's see, Dora's got the light, so Ray is able to see where he's standing, but light's gonna run out in that hallway for him after not too far. Grip's got his dark vision, so he's doing fine.
So, oh wait, no, I can't, because it's difficult terrain, I can't do this and attack. But I still gotta do it.
Do it.
Although I do have that, okay, because I'm not doing full defense right now. I'm gonna take this time, face goes slack, eyes roll onto the back of his head.
Yes.
Cracks his neck, and he's gonna take the shield focus feat,
Great.
which will bump his armor class up by 1
Up to what now?
to 20.
Great.
That's good.
Oh, hey, it didn't come up, I don't think, on air. Did it, Johnny? Tell us what Gull's armor class got up to in the big fight.
So in the big fight for the battle for the chapel, he had shield of faith, fighting defensively. His armor class got up to 27.
Oh, great. Grip, what are you doing after you take that feat? I see a nice little slot in the middle of 3 ghouls. It looks about Grip size. Do you want to just slide in there?
I'm not gonna go there. I mean, I would, but I would provoke an attack of opportunity to get into that spot.
I would love to take some attacks on you.
I think I'm gonna stay where I am. If I will ready an action that if a ghoul comes within reach, I will hit him.
I love it. Great. And one more ghoul spills out of the room to the north.
Desna's hair.
And now we got a whole bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ghouls and clades in the hallway as we end round 1.
You should have brought Bates.
Should have. And Mura.
Oh, no.
The howl of glee. Clades runs down the hallway, has to take a double move, but he closes with Ray screaming, "Play! Now we play!" And as he gets within 10 feet of both Ray and Grip, the stench coming off this particular ghoul is so strong, I need a fortitude save from both of you. Grip.
13.
You want to use a shame point there?
I got 1 left. I'm gonna keep it for the fight, the big fight. I think.
There are 6 ghouls in this hallway.
I guess that's true. This is a big fight.
All of which
It's my
can
last
paralyze
one. I
you.
won't have. All right. 13. 16.
Well used. Well, let's see. What's Ray get?
17 on the die plus 3 is a 20.
All right. Okay. You're both fine for the moment. All right. That's double move on his part.
Does it seem like we're going to have to readjust ourselves every round for the smell?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
No, it does not. Your gourd starts to rise, but you do feel as though you're holding back an explosion of vomit that threatened to erupt from your face hole. Gull, you're up next.
Can I see clades from where I am?
You cannot.
I will move closer.
You have to get in the hallway to see him. He is.
Then I will get in the hallway.
All right. 15 feet into the hallway, standing right behind Ray. You can now see Clades.
I will take a shot.
Do it.
We'll take a shot. I know I have cover and all the other awfulness, but...
Yep. So you're going to subtract a 4 for firing into melee, and I'll add 2 his armor class for the soft cover.
Yep, that's going to be a complete miss as I fire into the wall.
Pew pew! That's a move and a shot. Ghoul number 2 is up. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, all right. So it's going to go down and close with this cluster of folks, which is going to trigger your ready to action, Grip.
Does Gull have to make a save, or does that happen on Trade's turn?
Yeah, thanks. Skull should make that save right now.
Come on. That's going to be a 14.
Any shame? Any inspiration? is exactly what Gull is feeling like.
Exactly. He's like trying not to vomit up his inspiration or last shame point. Yeah, I'll spend my last two inspiration points of the day.
Fantastic. That's what I want to hear.
I know it is. All right, they're marked off. Here we go. It's going to add 5 to it.
All right.
19.
You keep all that stuff inside you. Grip, your ready to action goes off as it enters the square in front of you.
I miss. It's a 10.
Shite.
All right, you're moving your initiative to right before it now. And at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It did have to take a double move to get there because of all of the difficult terrain. Dora, you're up next. 5, 10.
What can I see?
All of our asses.
A lot of bodies.
You can see ghoul number 2.
If I move to the doorway, can I see a little bit of
Nope.
the big guy?
No, you gotta get in. He is far enough around the corner and down the hall that you don't have a line of sight on him.
I'm going to throw a telekinetic projectile at number 2.
Great. Take a -4 for firing into melee.
Yeah. Nope.
Pew! Any move action?
Yeah. I have to be able to see. So, can I see grip?
You can see all your companions, and you can see ghoul number 2.
So, to grip, I say, pound that little bastard right in its face. To about number 2. So.
Fantastic. Ghoul number 3 takes a single move and is able to get within striking distance of Ray. Ray now has 2 ghouls and clades 5 feet away from him. And here comes a bite attack at you, Ray.
Please don't paralyze Ray.
22.
That's a hit.
6 points of damage as its teeth sink into the flesh near your neck there. And I need 2 fortitude saves from you. Give me a save against the paralysis first.
Natural 15 on the die plus 3 fortitude save, is that right?
You are not paralyzed. Now give me a save versus disease.
Natural 7 on the die. That's 14.
Any shame?
Not today.
All right, we'll see what we see.
Okay.
Ray, you're up next. You are in a mess of ghouls.
I'm in a mess of ghouls. So this 8-foot-tall ghoulish monster came running right up to me.
Oh yeah, the severed hand on the cord around his neck is dangling right in front of your face.
Right in front of my face. The smell is overwhelming. Number 3 just ran up and bit me. Ray's body goes rigid and his head tilts back, and this bluish, greenish, white light starts to emanate from his throat, his ears, his nose, his eyes, and a wave of positive energy affecting undead erupts in a 30-foot blast around him.
That is a good thing to do.
That is everybody. What's the DC on the will save?
DC is 14.
All right, let me make some checks here. We did learn recently that all ghouls come equipped with channel resistance. They're particularly resistant to the effects of positive energy, and that does help out number 2, 4, and 6, but 3 and 5 take full damage. Clades takes only half damage as well. What is full damage here?
9 points.
Oh, nice. So 3 and 5 will take 9. Clades 2, 4, and 6 will take 4.
Well struck.
You got this, Ray.
So many ghouls momentarily burning with holy flame that is now, from what I heard, tinged slightly with bluish light in addition to the silvery white.
Yes.
We have a move action left to you if you want to stroll even further into the mob scene here and get right in the middle of everybody.
How would he even do that?
Tumble! He can tumble through Clade's square in his chainmail.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want to draw forth, provoking an attack of opportunity from 3 ghouls.
Nope.
Okay!
Thank you.
Number 4 is up next. Number 4 can't reach anybody. He's biding his time.
Gnashing.
Same thing with 5, though 5 will move all the way down the hallway to get right behind Clades.
This has to be like a scene in The Walking Dead where literally it's just like a torrent of undead just spilling over each other to try to kill us.
Multiple waves, arms reaching through, teeth gnashing over shoulders, trying to get past the bodies of their companions to get to you and consume you. The last ghoul remaining in the round is number 6, and he also can't reach you, so he's part of this press of bodies squeezing you all down into the back of this hallway. It is quite a cluster of bodies in a very narrow space here. We're at the top of round 3. Clades is up. Clades is going to take a full attack on Ray. Now, Clades is missing one arm, so he only gets one claw attack. So it's a bite and a claw. 23 on the bite attack.
Ooh.
That is.
And a miss on the claw. 8 points of damage from the bite, and give me 2 fortitude saves. First against the paralysis as you feel your muscles lock up.
14 on the die, plus 3 is 17 for the paralysis.
You're good, and let's save against the ghoul fever.
Natural 20 on the die.
Oh, sweet, excellent. Gull, you're up.
Gull is in the middle of this and he can't fire because he'll provoke. Is that correct?
Yes, number 2 can reach him. That arm is stretching right between Grip and Ray, reaching right towards you.
All of my choices are bad. This is a question. I know we sort of flavor done this before.
Yeah.
Am I actually able to use sleight of hand to... Oh, wait a minute. I have a trait. I have an equipment trait.
Oh, I forgot about
I have an equipment trait,
this
Power
thing
of
is so
Suggestion.
silly.
Make a bluff check to make observers believe object in your possession is a different object entirely for 1 minute. DC for similar size and shape.
What kind of action is that?
What kind of action is that?
I mean, the way I understand that thing, I don't take it to be an action in combat. I think it's just, do you successfully...
Pass off your gun.
Then
for
I'm
something else.
no. I'm going to try to pass off my magic glowing dagger as a non-slashing, piercing only weapon.
Okay, so maybe he's like reaching down for where he used to keep the rapier in his belt and like really deliberately thrusting forward, so all Grip sees is a thrusting motion rather than a
Correctly.
slashing motion.
Correctly.
All right.
So we'll
Give
see.
me that bluff check.
We'll see if I hit it.
So
It'll
dumb,
be pretty.
but it's fun. I mean, he's a
Do I need to make a perception
tricksy
check?
guy.
15 on the die plus 6. That's a 21. The DC is 20.
All right, give me a perception check.
No, there is no perception check.
Oh,
It
you
is
just do it.
is a DC 20
Great.
for me to make anybody believe for 1 minute.
Grip, somehow, you don't know how, in the heat of combat, somehow...
That's a cool piercing dagger you got.
All right.
I thought all daggers were piercing.
They are, but
And slashing.
And slashing.
And slashing.
So, and then as I do that, I'm going to stab at number 2.
Yeah, you are. Do it.
That's probably not going to hit, but maybe. That's a 14.
That is a hit.
Oh, sweet. I'll
Kill
take it.
Kill it.
Where is my other die? I'm not used to rolling for this one. All right. For only 1 point of damage. No, 2 points of damage because it's magic.
All right, grazing wound, and upon reflection here, I think I have to make some sort of action. Let's call it a move action to use that ability, because you have to do something.
Great. So in the future,
Yeah.
we will know that it takes
Write it
a move
down.
action.
Write it down.
Love
Cool. I will write that down.
Let me see your sheet.
It says I have gray eyes.
Grip is now up.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. In the interest of being able to hit better for a while, I'm going to take a move action to swap my feet out.
Yep.
Eyes roll, face slack, neck crack, and I'm going to switch the feet to gang up, where if any opponent that is threatened by 2 or more allies is considered flanked regardless of position.
That is sweet.
That's
You also
great.
get a +2 on number 2 if you choose to attack them.
From
combat advantage.
So I am going to attack him. So that's the flanking is +2. So I'm at +1 for that, for bless, +2 for your lovely advice, and then another 2. So that's an extra +5. And I will swing with Red Destiny. Nice. So that's +13 all day. 16 on the die. That'll do
And
it.
that is a hit.
For max damage, 11 damage.
Through the head, through its brain. Red Destiny comes out of its head. The ghoul drops to the ground, destroyed.
You gonna stay right there?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
He has to. He's
I've
used to
taken a
moving.
move action and the thing, so. And I can't 5 foot, because there's an X.
Great.
But that means they can't 5 foot either. They have to spend a move action to get in there, which means they can't full attack.
Correct. Next up is Dora.
Can Dora see number 3?
Nope.
Can Dora see anything?
No, she can see a lot of her companions.
But she did see that 2 is no longer right there.
Yes, she can see the destroyed... Oh no, she watched number 2 turn to ash
Yeah.
as the red destiny sword came out of its head.
So I think she will go and open that other door now.
Great, moving up to the
Where
north.
does the door open? Like, can she hold on to the door and use it as moving cover?
Would open into the room this way? Yes, she could.
That's what she's gonna do.
Yeah, she'll peer around it, use
So
it
if
for
she
cover.
needs to pull it closed,
Yeah,
she
I
can do
totally buy that. That's the way that door would be situated right there.
So this time she's going to open it, but not open it. She's going to
Unlatch it and have it in her hand.
and have it in her hand.
Yeah, cool. Number 3 is up next. Number 3 can reach Ray. Here comes a full attack. I assume you're still at armor class 20.
Correct.
3 misses. Bite, claw, and claw ping off of your chainmail.
Oh, that's a mercy.
And then you're up,
Is
Ray.
a mercy.
Killing Ray would be a mercy.
Ray channels positive energy
Yes.
again.
Yeah,
This time with a even more intensity, locking eyes with Clades,
Yeah.
and giving kind of a wild-eyed grin. I mean, he's at 7 hit points right now, so there's some sense of like do or die here.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to make some saves. Interesting. All the ghouls fail, but Clades does save, so all 4 of those ghouls are going to take full damage of...
8 points.
Oh, man, that's nice.
Ghoul 3 goes up in ash. Ghoul 5 goes up in ash. Number 4 and number 6 are barely standing.
That's some nice channeling.
Is it at all I can't. Can you withdraw difficult terrain through a
No.
ally square out the door?
Oh no. It will provoke. So you can stay there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's literally no place for you to go.
There's nowhere for me to go.
Number 4 is up, and as Johnny just pointed out, it does have to use an actual move action to get down the hall.
Kill it on
Wait a
an
minute,
attack.
I do have a legitimate question as I look at this. The wall next to us is the wall that was pushed in, right? So are they able to move?
Oh, yeah, the room to the south is open. That's also difficult terrain. Let me mark some more difficult terrain here.
I mean, that's both good and bad for us, but it does
Thank
allow
you.
for
I still have the wall drawn there, but that
Right.
that room to the south is a place to go if one can negotiate the difficult terrain. All right, number 4 closes down the hall, makes a move, and takes a bite attack at Ray. 21.
Yeah.
5 points of damage.
Oof.
Give me some more fortitude saves. Muscles are locking up.
Natural 19 on the die for the first save.
Ray is
jeez.
holding his shit together.
Sarah,
Natural 14 on the second save.
What's the total
For the second save,
for the disease?
yeah, that's 21.
All right, good to know.
Well done, Ray.
You got this, Ray.
I got.
Then number 6 is up. Near death. Clades, the leader, is there. Ooh. It's doing it. It's going to move in. It's going to move into the hole that is left there to get at Ray, provoking from Ray as he goes by.
Oh, natural 15 on the die.
This would be so good.
Plus 4. That's a 19.
That's a hit, and it goes up in ash because it had 1 hit point left.
Hey,
Ray.
look at that. Just a second ago, there were like 8 million ghouls on the board. Now there's just 2, and one of them's 8 feet tall.
And we're at the top of round 4, and it is indeed Clade's turn again. All right, Ray, here we go. 2 attacks, bite and claw coming your way. +2 on the die for the bite.
Oh.
It's an 18. I had misjudged how close that was. All right, yes, you are just like throwing that armor into this assault, and it is holding steady.
Ray bares his teeth at Clades.
And Gull, you are up.
Gull
10 feet away from you on the other side of Ray.
I can move in there to at least present another target, which
And stab,
yeah,
right?
I'll go ahead and do that, and
But you do take.
You will provoke.
just stepping into the one space.
Oh, that. You can't go around the corner. If you go into the square in front of Grip, you're right. You will not.
So,
You'll be
but
fine
if you
there.
do that, you take Grip's only option.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And he's up soon, right? Isn't he after?
Grip is immediately next. Do you want to hold?
Yes.
I mean, you can see
yes,
Grip,
he
like,
would. He would hold. He
ready
would hold
to-
to see
ready
what
to move.
Grip is going to do, and then
Great.
based on that, he will make a decision.
Grip, you're up. Can't take a 5-foot step in full attack, but you can close with Clades at least. And number who's left? 4.
I can't swap my feet and move, can I?
No, just because of that difficult terrain. The hallway is littered with bricks and bric-a-brac and rubble and stone
Bric-a-brac.
and such not and
ghoul
so
dust.
forth.
Hummel figurines?
Oh, there's just Hummel figurines and bowling balls everywhere.
So much ghoul dust.
I mean, that's the only thing I can do.
Then do it, man.
I wish I could do something that would give me more of a fucking bonus.
As you're eyeing these 2 remaining ghouls, Clade still seems barely touched,
Yeah.
but number 4 is barely clinging to undeath.
I feel like I might want to grapple Clades, just to try to
Keep him from killing
keep him from killing Ray.
I gotcha, yeah. That, unless you have the improved grapple feat that's going to provoke, is that a risk you want to take?
I haven't taken any damage.
Now's the time to take it.
They don't
Get all
just do. They
paralyzed.
just don't do. Just
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Ray looks awful.
Yeah.
I mean, Ray has been holding it together.
and
but
it's I go, and then who's after me?
me, I think.
after you will
Oh
be
well, no, Gull.
After me,
after you
then
will
Gull.
be Gull, then Dora, then Ray.
Oh my gosh.
You've killed enough ghouls that actually you're now all in a row. That's helpful. That's
That's a humongous
Yeah.
difference.
So the next ghoul to go is number 4.
yes,
Should he survive that long?
correct. I know.
But I don't. If Ray goes down, then we've lost a lot of ability to heal anyone.
In fact, all of it, I think.
In fact, all of our ability to heal anyone. Yes.
Yeah, when you
Yeah, I'm gonna
Put it like
I'm gonna
that.
do it. I'm gonna try to grapple him.
All right. Natural 20 on Clade's bite attack for the provoke. Here's my roll to see if it confirms.
Uh-oh.
21.
Yep.
All right, critical hit.
Including the shield of faith. And
oh no, that's not a good sound.
16 points of damage as he rips a huge piece of the side of your face off with his mouth. All right, give me a save against paralysis here.
This fort.
This is Fort.
17 on the die for a 25.
You are good, and against the ghoul fever.
Still fort.
Yep.
That's gonna be a 10.
All right, awesome.
you already have it, don't you?
Then give me your CMB, your combat maneuver check.
And I get
Gets bless.
Just
I get
gets-
the bless.
Yep.
And I get he's only threatened by one person, so I don't get that.
The gang up doesn't count.
Gang up doesn't count because he's only threatened by one other. Right. Okay. So it's just the bless for +8.
And that extra one for your maneuver
Oh,
focus.
right. Thank
or
you.
whatever?
Yes. Maneuver training. So +7, +8, +9 all day. 16 on the die for a 25.
Nice.
You have Clades in the half-orc Nelson. All right, they both have the grappled condition right now. And then Gull, you are up.
Gull is going to move to flank with Grip.
5, 10, 15. 20, 25.
You can flank right there because of
Yes, you can get that. You can get that far, Johnny, because of all the difficult terrain.
I can't get far enough to get.
No.
You are flanking as far as grip is concerned.
I mean, he's considered only flanked by me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's what he does, and he's gonna stab with his dagger.
All right, edging to the south through Ray's Square, getting below Clades in this room that was revealed when the wall collapsed.
Oh no, natural one.
That's a miss. Dora, you're up.
Dora whispers while no one's looking at her, Tima, get him.
Ooh.
And Tima comes forward and,
We swap out the mini.
yes, cracks the door,
Yes.
grins, and casts, doesn't say anything. I don't think she wants them to know she's out. Or the door let her out. I don't know what's going on. She doesn't say anything.
Okay.
She just casts Mind Thrust. I'm sorry. She uses 2 points from her Phoenix pool
Yep.
so that she can cast Mind Thrust on Clades.
Very good. I'm going to make a will save here. 9.
No.
I bet that's a fail.
He's actually got a good will save, too. I rolled like garbage.
6 points.
Black blood is now pouring out of his eyes and his nose and his mouth. He's roaring in fury, struggling against Grip as he's got him wrapped up in the half-orc Nelson there. And Reynard edges 10 feet back into the mists of the north courtyard. Doesn't want to be anywhere near this horrible, horrible human being.
Yep.
He can tell.
Yeah.
He can tell when the switch happens.
Dora will attempt to return to her normal self as a free action.
Got it.
Making a concentration check. She fails.
Ray, you're up.
How's Clades looking?
Oh my god, heal yourself.
Physician, heal thyself.
Please.
Can he take a 5-foot step back, or is that also difficult terrain?
No, he can take a 5-foot step back.
Where to?
To that corner.
Well, but at the moment, right now, Clades is grappled and can't take attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay, great. So
I mean, you have now seen Clades take a lot of damage.
yeah.
You know that the one remaining ghoul is nearing the end, and Clades is not looking great. But again, it's a little hard to tell specifically with an undead creature.
I'm gonna channel positive energy on Grip and I
You're gonna channel to heal.
to heal.
Great.
Thank you. Lord and
Nice,
sweet fear.
11 points, dude.
Yes.
11 points.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Dice is
That will help.
working today.
4 is...
But that was a standard action. Can I still take that 5-foot step back?
You can.
Great. Then I'm going to do that. Thank you.
Getting out of the reach should Clades go free. Number 4 is up next, and yeah, Grip is right there, and Grip's armor class is down because he's grappling. He's gonna take a full attack on you, Grip. No. No. Maybe 15.
Oh wait, what's it? How much am I dropped?
2 from being grappled.
Nope.
Okay.
Still a miss.
All right. Can't get in to damage you through the scrum. That brings us to the top of round 5, and Clades is up. Oh.
I squeeze him.
You are hugging him. Your face is so close. He's going to try to bite your face off. Free on the die. Let's see. You can take a claw attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Clades is
miss.
bleeding.
Oh, Clades is bleeding. 1 point of bleed damage, right? Read your Phoenix modification to me.
Can undead bleed?
Mm-hmm.
They cannot, but I wonder if this gets through that.
Even undead creatures can be affected by Dora's mind-affecting spells. But the bleed damage comes from her own instinctual cruelty.
Yeah, I think this is not going to affect a creature that's immune to bleed. So the spell affects
Okay.
it normally, but the secondary effect does not have none.
Thank you.
Thank you for checking in on that. That's 2 misses from Clades. Up next is you, Grip.
I want to deal damage to him.
Yes. Here's another CMB check.
19.
You maintain the grapple and do damage as if with an unarmed attack.
6 points of damage.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Head explodes in a burst of black blood, then crumbles to ash, and Clades no longer exists.
Suck it, Clades.
Gull, you're up.
Gull is gonna just step forward and stabby, stab, stab, stab.
Nice.
Oh, for a 16 on the die plus another 7 is 20 something.
That's a hit.
4.
And it goes up in ash. It has 1 hit point left.
Nice.
Well done. Where's everybody at?
I'm actually only down 7 now after the last channel. I'm at 30 of 37.
Not too shabby.
No damage taken.
Yeah.
You get 13.
And
Dora returns.
Dora
She's
returns.
fine, and she kneels down and says, Reynard, come.
the fox yips and then slowly approaches.
It's me. I'm sorry.
Leans its head against your leg and continues to follow you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the hallway here, and in response to all of these sounds of combat, the only thing you're hearing is the sound of something whimpering in that room to the north, very close by, where 3 of the ghouls had burst out from, and Gull had heard some sounds of animals the previous day.
Are we gonna go check that out?
Yes, let's
Yes,
do
the whimpering in this room.
Gull says-
exploration. Let
Wait.
Gull go first.
Did anybody? Are you guys okay to go?
Yeah.
I'm okay for now.
You both still look a little banged up.
I'm only down 7 hit points. I'm doing okay.
Ray?
I'm down to a third of my hit points, so
Another channel?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
As you look through the door to that room to the north, as you cross the threshold there, the reek of sweat and rot and blood is thick in the air. There are a couple of beds near the south there where you're entering, and then a whole bunch of tables and chairs have been shattered and rebuilt into cages along a little part of the southern wall, a little part of the western wall, below another set of double doors, and above the other set of double doors. And each of these sort of makeshift cages are holding human bodies, at this point mostly consumed. There's one that's clearly a patient in the remains of those sepia-toned patient gowns. There's one person who's just naked. You can't even tell what race or gender it may have been. And then there's one that looks like probably a male orderly, like the head has been eaten off and most of a right arm, but it's still kind of wearing battered up padded armor, and there's a shield, a big wooden shield lying on the floor next to this cage. And then north, all the way across the way in the northwest corner of the room, not too far from where there's a whole bunch of rubble from higher floors collapsing into this room, there is a wooden crate that looks like it has been turned over so it would go on top of something, and you can hear something bashing around inside the crate, like an animal trying to get out, but it's unable to.
I will carefully move over to this crate and perceive.
It's completely sealed. It looks as though like a packing crate had had the top taken off of it and the crate was flipped over. This is a part of the room where there's less of the smell of the blood and rotting human flesh, and there's more of a smell of like animal feces and urine up here.
Can I make animal feces? Mm-hmm. Can I make a either survival or nature check to note what kind of animal it might be?
Yeah.
What
Give me a
what do you
nature
want?
check.
Great.
It's a fox and his name is Mulder.
22.
It seems like each individual bit of scat does not register as being normal for any animal that you recognize. It seems to have some characteristics that you would associate with like horses, some that you would associate with canines, some that you would associate maybe with rodents or rabbits. It makes absolutely no sense to you. It seems like in the midst of all the rest of this dream craziness here, like dream scat or something like that.
Haunt scat.
Haunt scat. It bites you.
Gull will leave it alone because this doesn't seem like a normal animal. This seems possibly as if it was some sort of haunt. And what else? Is there anything else in the room?
You can do a quick toss of the beds down there. There's nothing really in or around them. If you want to toss those bodies and check them out, give me a perception check.
25.
So the body that is mostly still whole, the body of the orderly, you do notice a little bulge on the sort of back of the armor there, and you pull out 3 vials of antitoxin, which you do recognize at this point, and you notice that he had been wearing a very finely made silver holy symbol of Shaylin, worth, you would guess, about 50 gold pieces. And then this heavy wooden shield that is lying next to the cage that he was in is of masterwork quality. It is incredibly finely made.
Excellent. Grip, you want this?
What are you holding up?
Shield.
No, I don't think I want a heavy shield. I think I want to keep...
This would be more armor class.
Any downside?
So the heavy wooden shield weighs 10 pounds rather than the 6 pounds of your shield there, Grip. It would provide a +2 armor bonus to your armor instead of the +1, and it has a -1 armor check penalty because it is masterwork.
Which is what I've got.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I'll take it.
Bump up your AC by 1.
Do you want my light steel
would that
shield,
be a
which would be
good-
better than your buckler, I suspect, yeah?
I don't know. I
think
get a
that's
+1
still
shield
+1.
bonus for the buckler. I get a +1.
Actually, no.
Okay.
They are sort of functionally the same, and having a buckler allows Ray to keep a hand free to cast spells and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I have to remember that for a different character that I'm playing.
Yeah,
Everyone's
it's hard. It's hard to remember, but every time you cast a spell in combat, you don't get your armor class from a buckler immediately following that. I don't know if it's come up that we may have not remembered that, but
Right, if ever we get into a 19 or 20
situation.
situation.
Yep.
And what does antitoxin do again? Is that something to...
+5 alchemical bonus on fort saves versus poison for 1 hour.
Interesting. All right.
Want to give those all to Ray as you've been doing, or spread them out?
I would say everybody should have one of these.
I've already got one of those on my person.
Do you have
I'll
one,
take
Dora?
one.
And I have one as well. So I will give the other 2 to you, Ray.
Okay. So I have 3 all day.
Bang, bang, bang. The animal in the crate is knocking its head against the crate, trying to get
I
out.
could detect undead, but I don't want to waste a spell. Can I detect magic in the room?
You want to detect magic?
Yeah.
The shield that Grip is now holding is magical. Give me a spellcraft check.
You don't say!
Sweet. Even better.
Natural 5.
It's gonna be this. It's gonna be the sword all over again.
Yes.
That's a 12 all day.
Probably not cursed.
You don't know, but hey, Robert. Now, as we were doing with the sword before, anytime someone attacks you, remind me you are wearing a magical shield.
Then
Let's check out the crate. There's something banging around in there. Let's open the crate, for fuck's sake.
Why
It's
haven't they
flipped over
eaten
on
it?
the ground, so you'd have to lift
they
it
were
up, and then it
saving
could
it.
possibly rip out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to
I'll
pick
do
up Reynard if he'll let me.
Gull is going to move back away from the crate.
Reynard will let you pick him up. Everyone's going to move back, and Grip's going to step forward and lift up that crate. Is that the plan? Mm-hmm. You pick up the crate, and underneath, you see a champagne fox, which is this kind of lightly pink-hued fox with very small ears, very pale nose, and like white feet. And it's just sitting there, kind of its little ears flattened down to the side of its head and looking around, very concerned and upset, kind of whimpering.
Oh,
It does not attempt to bite you.
can I make a knowledge check about this champagne fox?
Sure. Yeah, it's a champagne fox.
All right.
I shouldn't have told you what kind of fox it was before you wanted to make a roll,
So,
but that's what it is.
Dora will just step forward a little bit
Yeah.
to make sure that Reynard can see it, see if he has any reaction.
He whimpers.
But not in a like, bring a thing away from me way, or
He
is it impossible to
seems pretty nervous.
Reynard doesn't like it.
Well, the fox can do what it wants. We don't have to.
Can we make some kind of perception check to see if it's some kind of disguise or anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead, give me a check.
Great. That's a natural 18 on the die, plus perception of 8 for 26.
Dora's super concerned about Reynard.
Not so worried about the champagne fox.
Natural.
It looks like a champagne fox.
Okay.
A very scared and uncertain one. And it's not, I mean, I guess, so you'd probably expect like a wild animal in this situation, if released, would bolt. It's not bolting, as though maybe it's not wild. Does that make sense? Like it's behaving more like a domesticated animal might, in that it's scared, there are people around, so it kind of goes into a submissive posture.
Is there any check to be made on uses of animals in this way, in this kind of institution, like as companion animals or comfort animals or something, or a testing?
Yeah, why
or
are there
things
so
like
many
that?
foxes in this
Why
place?
are there so many foxes here? Like, any check to be made on that?
You spent a
Local
lot of time
history?
in the library reading about the history and practices here. And I guess, yeah, you would have come up with some references. You know, they were very interested in non-invasive,
Yeah.
non-magical means of getting through to people. I don't know that you would read about, like, this institution has a long history of involving foxes. But,
Right.
like, yes, they have involved animals in therapy, for sure.
And would that be, like, involving them in a way that is abusive?
No.
Okay.
No.
Ray gets down on one knee and gestures an open palm towards the champagne fox.
The fox approaches you and takes a sniff at your hand, kind of like a dog might, not like a wild animal might. Again, reinforcing this seems like a domesticated animal. And it looks up at you with kind of big puppy doe eyes, very sweetly.
Ray does not pet the fox,
Okay.
but it seems to confirm for Ray, this is fine. We're fine. We need to keep moving.
Do ghouls only eat human meat or humanoid meat?
Or prefer it?
Sentient creatures, and this would be a sentient creature. It would be surprising to you, yes, that unless they were saving this as a special treat for last or something.
But they're not. I mean, that seems very weird.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Although they did, again, 3 full bodies. So they've been feasting in here, and you would see like remains of blood all over the place. Like they've been feasting in this room for a long time. You should feel free to feel as uncomfortable about that as you currently are.
Gull is just like, okay, you're free. Go on, get it. You can go.
It just looks up at you and kind of bats its eyelids. Its eyes are very pretty, kind of a pale icy blue.
It's kind of like a Pokemon.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ray is definitely feeling anxious about getting on. If this fox is following us around, fine, as long as it's quiet. But we got to keep moving.
Yeah, and Dora's just taking her cue from Reynard. If he doesn't wanna
Reynard
play with
does
it.
not like it.
I mean, we could leave it in here and close the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Okay, moving on.
Looks like there's stairs to be climbed.
I mean, it could be that Reynard is the evil being and the champagne fox is nice, but too late for that, I think.
We should check the other.
Yeah, we should go in here, do another detect magic, and
And
look
psychic
around.
significance.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna head down to the south. So,
Did we check the room with the collapsed wall? Did we look in there?
yeah, that is nothing remaining
Great.
in that room. It looks like
Thank
it
you.
used to be, what was it? It was like a workroom or something. There's workbenches crushed under the rubble. You head down across the way into
spa.
the showers, the cracked river green tiles covering the floors and walls of this communal shower in wavering patterns. There's dry metal spouts jutting from several walls overlooking grates in the tile floor. A sizable portion of the room drops into a shallow pool filled with a vile stew of corpses and blood. The smell of rot and copper fills the air in this room, and there's a simple chair transformed into a gruesome throne covered with draped viscera and gnawed bones. It is a room of vile filth.
So just from the door, Dora will
Yeah.
do psychic significance across the room.
Nothing to detect in this room, and Paul's gesturing his hand forward. No magic to detect in this room as well. Just a whole lot of gross.
Okay.
Ray, as you step out of the shower room into the hallway and you look up, there's now a hallway that you have opened up going to the north towards what you would presume to be the base of the northwest tower. The set of double doors that lead into the room where the fox had been are open, and the fox is sitting on the floor in the hallway outside of the doors, staring at you with its big blue eyes.
Well, come on then.
It trots over next to your feet, and it sort of heals with you, just like Reynard is healing with Dora. Moving further to the north there, as Ray, you look up this set of stairs. It's one of those giant set of stairs like you had encountered in the entrance hall. This also seems to have been a part of a major collapse. So you can't go further than there's like a landing you can head up to, and beyond that, it's pretty much just nothing but detritus. There is a single door at the north end of this hallway that you would guess, based on the geography here, would lead right into the tower room.
Should I take a listen?
Nah. Fuck it.
Go into the
Let's
room.
go.
That's a 18 for perception, 19 for traps. Or actually 20 for traps.
It's very quiet, and there is a sweet smell coming, like as you put your face next to this door. There's kind of a sweet smell, not too distant from that sort of sweet kind of baked goods smell you smelled whatever 9 or 10 days ago at the beginning of things. And you guess would be that there are probably smashed and open windows in the next room, because today's the day where there was no wind outside. The fog was very still, but it was almost continuous thunder. As you were deep in this hallway here having this fight, there seems like there might be enough stuff above you that the sound of the thunder wasn't intruding too much, but right here it sounds like the sound of thunder might be very loud in the next room. But you don't hear the sound of anyone moving about or anything suspicious. And the door just seems to be closed.
I'm going to do a stealth check to crack it open and take a peek.
Excellent.
Stealth is 18.
You creak that door open, and you see a very large, almost octagonal room, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, like 70 or 80 feet across. There is a long row of wicker rocking chairs facing the north wall here, where there are these tall windows that are all smashed through, and there's no fog spilling into the room, but the fog is like a still yellow wall at the edge of these broken windows. And this row of like 10 or 12 rocking chairs are all rocking with nobody in them, facing the wall of yellow fog. Off to the right, as you poke your head around the corner of this door there, you see a rickety old staircase along the east wall there that goes up above and into where some of the building collapses happened, clearly going up to a second floor. And there are tendrils of yellow fog sort of snaking down actively down from the top of the stairs there, not intruding into this space, but it's that super, super thick fog, can't see anything further than 5 feet away from you kind of fog.
Awesome.
Yeah. Haunted rocking chairs, just
Gull lets everybody know what he saw.
Yep.
And then should we, I guess, go up and go in and try to make our way through the fog?
You gonna go up the stairs?
I mean, what choice do we have?
Yes,
have-
we have
You can
to.
retire right now and know that you did what you could.
Is there anything that
One thing we can't know.
obviously we don't have any rope, but do we have... No, we didn't grab any of that. I wouldn't have held onto that rope tied up curtain. But it would be great to have something that we could use to kind of connect ourselves so we can tell if somebody falls down or something, but... All right.
Stay in step. Stay within
hold
5 feet of
hands.
each other.
Yeah, I mean...
Buddy system.
There are these beds in this nearby room. There would still be some soiled and blood-spattered sheets in there if you wanted to fashion just some things to at least harness yourself together so you know if somebody has been torn away from the group.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
seems fair. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Gull recommends we do that. Everybody,
Sure.
okay? Do that, and then back we go, and Gull will take the lead.
So who's going to follow Gull? Gull, Grip.
And I'll stay last so that nothing can get to Dora, if that's okay.
Then I'll follow Grip.
Great.
We're off to see the wizard.
Lions and tigers and ghouls.
Oh my.
Praise.
All right, you creep your way through the room, passing the rocking chairs creaking on their own. You head over to this rickety flight of stairs, and Gull takes the lead, stepping up into the yellow mist. You are now bound together by sheets. As you get to the top of the stairs here, you know the shape of the room because you've been in the room below. You know the size of this tower. You cannot see anything further than 5 feet away from you. So as you're heading up these stairs, Gull, you can see Grip, but you can't see any of the other members of your party. You get to the top of the stairs, and you are just facing nothing but yellow fog. You see sort of just dim shapes. You had been told by NASA that this room is used as a storage base of some sort, and that it was filled with piles of junk and old crates and things that didn't have a home anywhere else. And just through the dimness of the mists, that seems to still be the case, as you can just barely peer out piles of crates and boxes all over the place, but you can't see or hear anybody except once your feet touch the top of this flight of staircase, there's a delicate chiming of wind chimes that you hear, and then kind of a strumming of a harp, and then you hear an orchestra start to play, kind of a creepy, out of tune waltz.
Gull's going to just start continuing to sort of move forward and try to spiral around, slowly making his way.
Doing a counterclockwise.
We're doing the
spiral around the room.
Pharasma spiral.
Doing the old Pharasma spiral, see? You make your way about 10 feet forward. You indeed find the beginnings of the north wall here. Creep along it. Oh, there's a pile of boxes there that forces you to... they're very tall. They're piled up like almost, chest height or so. Mm-hmm. You have to kind of make your way around them, which takes you away from the wall. And then, there's a couple of big barrels off to your left, and you can slip through a break between these boxes and these barrels.
And boom.
When you see just at the edge of your vision, which you then, I assume, just kind of immediately step back, you see that 5 feet away from you, right at the edge of a large open window, there is a man in patient's robes, standing, fists clenched. You see the back of him, but his head is arched back and his mouth is open, and he is spewing this yellow fog out of him. And this looks very different in many ways from what you saw with Dr. Lissandro. Dr. Lissandro's was kind of coming out and dissipating and then being reformed, and it was this sort of rainbow color. This is a stream of solid, continuous yellow fog, and it's clear that it's not only backfilling the room, but it is front filling the outside, like the fog is spreading out of his mouth and then sucking out and filling the air around the asylum. You can see it spreading around as though it's maybe encasing the building. And this man is just standing there, mouth open, facing the window, breathing out fog.
Gull is going to gesture to Grip.
Yep.
And then he's going to click his gun and start to get ready to aim and just say, pass it on.
I will relay as best I can.
When it gets to Dora, she's like,
So Dora makes a pushing out the window gesture.
sorry.
Yes, let's fill that in with description.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
do it. I'm
fast.
just gonna go do it then.
All right. Grip looks like he's going to try to just edge past you there, Gull. Do you want to let him do that?
Gull is going to move over to the side, and he...
Wait. Let's remember the chain
Yeah,
of
we're-
sheets.
we're
that's
all-
why.
We
That's
have to
why
wind in a
Snaking
snake.
along.
That's why he's like, as he starts to move, he is undoing his bit of sheet.
Okay, step into the side to let
Step
Grip
into
go.
the side and
the
getting
others
his
are gonna
gun
follow
ready
Grip?
to. I don't know what they're going to do. This is what he's doing.
I'm asking them. Are you following Grip?
I'd like to see where people are. I don't want to be standing next to the guy.
You have no idea where it is, and Grip is heading towards his, you know.
I'm fine there.
None of you have any idea where it is. So right now, you've been following on the edge of this thing, so
So-
I think you would just continue to follow
Yeah.
the edge of this until you had some sense that something's happening.
Okay.
I don't
So
feel
I guess the question is,
I'm not
you know that Grip is
untying.
looking to go forward, closer to it. Do you want to follow along or untie?
Oh, I guess I will untie in case this doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to step out of the way.
Very good. All right, Grip, you step through the fog and you see this man, the back of this man standing there. And as you approach with arms outstretched, you can actually, in this little frozen in time moment, see all the hairs on the back of his neck go up Spidey tingle style. Roll initiative.
Everybody just Grip.
Everybody, please. Grip,
A surprisingly high 17.
Gull,
16.
Dora,
7.
Ray.
20.
First thing that happens, Grip, you step forward with your hands outstretched. You see the hairs go up on the back of his neck, and then you breathe in this potent extraplanar fog. Give me a will save.
Come on. 9.
Oh no, we're back to this.
Crap.
I forgot about breathing the fog.
Grip steps forward, and both Gull and Dora are able to see him drop unconscious, falls to the floor. Grip, you dream you have a twin brother. You dream of punching him in the face over and over and over until your brother's face, which looks just like your own, is a shattered mess of broken teeth, torn flesh, sinew, viscera, and gore. And then, Gull and Dora, you're able to see just at the edge of the vision through this thick fog, something is hitting Grip's unconscious body extremely hard. That's all you know.
Am I taking damage?
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is when it's relevant for you to know it.
Okay.
When you're conscious. Okay. Sounds
That's our
great.
surprise round. Round one starts with Ray. You are aware, you heard the sound of the thud of a body falling to the ground. You can see on Dora's face that she's watching Grip get hit by something that she cannot see. You can't see anything but Dora. There's just a pile of crates in front of you. It's clear that the action is happening 10, 15, 20 feet to the north of you, but you've got no clear path there.
I'm going to pass around the outside of Dora.
Can he go through my space?
He can't, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm going to move in there. Now what do I see? I see...
Nothing. You see Grip lying on the ground, His body is still sort of quivering from taking a blow.
I'm going to cast Bless. Can I do that? I moved.
You had the wand in hand?
No.
Move and take out the wand?
No. Shit. I think I just move.
Okay.
Thank you.
Slam, slam. Something is kicking Grip repeatedly in the gut. You all can't see it. Up next, Grip. As the last of these blows hit you, you've taken a total of 17 points of damage, which is sufficient to wake you up, and you find yourself coming to after that dream, lying prone on the floor beneath the feet of this very large man in a patient's robe, still spewing fog out of its mouth, who's just been kicking right into you, but you are awake.
But prone. Has it acted this round?
Yes.
God, it's just gonna be a replay of Dr. Lysandra.
Well, I will say this. One thing you do notice, now that you've come to because you took damage, as you're breathing this fog in, unlike the previous fog, which was continuously being replenished, where it had one set of ways it was affecting you, it looks as though you have now made a save against this, and it's not dropping you back to sleep. You're not even having to make another will save to stay awake.
I was thinking more of just writhing on the floor with
Oh, yeah, well, that's happening for sure. But at least you're not in a pool of blood this time.
yet. Bloody hell. I'm gonna try to trip it.
And that will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
With your new
Well,
shield?
I got a new shield. It's 18 with the shield as it is, as far as I know.
Gotcha. You still do get hit. You take 5 more points of damage.
All right, I'm down to 8.
Oh, wow. But you reach out towards its feet, his feet, seeing if you can pull him to the ground.
11.
And he steps nimbly out of the way. Gull, you're up next.
Based on what I can see of where he's getting hit, or where I saw him being pummeled and beaten and stuff, can I target a square?
Yes, for sure.
I will target that square.
All right. Give me a shot.
Oh, natural 17 on the die plus 6. That's a 23.
2 on my die. You missed from concealment.
All right. Well, there you go.
Want to reload?
Yeah, I will do that.
Then Dora, you're up. You can see Grip. He's looking real bad on the ground there, right in front of you.
There is literally nothing she can do.
There's lots of stuff lying around. Many things covered in stuff.
Yeah, and you would have a square to target, just like Gull did. Even though you can't see it, you can
Well, then I'll try.
loft
Yeah.
objects into the air.
We were not blessed, right?
We are not blessed yet.
Yeah, natural 1. And she can't see it, so no combat advice.
That's the end of round 1. We pick up the top of round 2 with Ray here. You're looking down. You can see Grip in a really bad way. You're watching Dora and Gull fire into the mists here at nothing they can see.
I'm going to channel positive energy for both Grip and myself.
Great.
Not going to include the Onigerin. Heals us for 8 points.
Fantastic. You got a move action left too if you want to wade into the mists. We got a log jam here. We got a pile of barrels. We got a pile of boxes. At the moment, nobody can even get to the thing unless somebody moves forward or Grip gets out of the way. Ray steps over Grip's body. Give me a will save.
14.
Want to use any shape?
No.
You stay on your feet. You can now see it standing there in front of the open window, and it is up. It takes a 5-foot adjustment deeper into a pile of boxes, so making it impossible for anybody to flank it and harder for folks to reach it. Then lashes out with 2 punches at you. This one seems particularly aggressive and angry. You know, when you fought Dr. Lissandro, she's like, her body seemed to be almost going on autopilot in a protective sort of mode. This seems like there's more there. Like, this guy wants to kill you.
Get in line.
2 misses.
Yay.
Grip, you are up. Still prone.
I will stand.
Yep.
And I will use another martial flexibility for the day and give myself the grudge fighter.
That's fair. It just kicked the shit out of you.
Yes.
So I get a +1 on attack and damage against this jerk.
Fantastic. Gull, you're up next.
He can't see anything anymore, but he knows that the thing moved away, right?
Yes, he
You
could
heard
have
it
tracked.
moved?
He could have tracked Grip watching it move. Yes.
All right. He remembers that when we went around, all the things over there were like waist high, chest high.
Yes.
So he thinks that he's like, okay, I can't get in there that way, but maybe I can move my way around through the fog
Outside?
and mist to the outside to figure out where it is. So he's going to try to make his way around the boxes and debris and stuff and make his way back over to where he would be able to see this thing or perceive it or something like that. Am I able to do that as a move action?
It's a double move to get
Great. Then
all
that
the way
is
around.
then that is what I do this round.
You
So
do eventually, as you approach near where you started this, find a little pocket where you seem to be just about 5 feet away from it. Now you could shoot at it if you wished to provoke for these boxes here, but that's also the point at which you breathe in the fog. Give me a will save.
That is a natural 7 on the die for a total of 12. And I have no shame to spend on this right now, so I probably fall down going gigababa.
You stay awake. Dora, you're up next.
So it just attacked Ray, who was adjacent to me, yeah? Kitty corner to me?
Catty corner to you over these boxes.
So
Yes.
I could guess the square.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is all I'm
absolutely.
going to be able to do, so I might as well try. Yeah. Better than a 1, but still just a 4 on the die.
At your feet, Reynard is very suspiciously and nervously eyeing the fox that is just trailing now, like kind of walking next past Grip to follow Ray into the mist.
Is he like leaning closer to me?
Yeah.
I'll pick him up.
Okay. In arms. Round 3, Ray, you are up. You are right next to this thing.
Go ahead and make an attack. It's a 17 to hit.
I'm going to check concealment. You are good. That's a hit.
Awesome. That's 8 points.
Oh.
A resounding blow. And you're getting a real sense this is just a dude wearing robes. So armor class is not super high here. It seems pretty easy to hit if one can get to him and stay awake.
Great. I'm going to take a 5-foot step to the side. Can I do that?
Oh, to make room for Grip to get in there?
Yep.
Nice. Done and done. It is up. It's going to take 2 slam attacks at you, Ray. It doesn't know how high your effing armor class is. And what a waste of time it is to attempt to punch you.
Yay.
Waste its turn punching the air. Grip, you are up.
Grip will take a 5-foot step to close and will use Brawler's Flurry
Yes.
and take 2 attacks.
Nice.
He's got his Grudge Fighter, so that's +6. First attack is an 11.
Any shame?
Who has shame? Who has shame to spare?
That's a miss.
Second attack is a 17.
All right, we'll check concealment. Hit.
Yes.
For 9 points of damage.
Morningstar to the face, fist to the chest, It is reeling. Up next is Gull. You're now behind it on the other side of these boxes here, able to, when you just kind of lean forward far enough, make out where it is.
Great. I will take a shot.
You are adjacent to it, but there is cover between you and it, so it can't take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, well then I will shoot it.
Yes.
In the face.
The back of the face.
Oh, man. 13.
The eyes of the groin of the face.
That is a hit to the back of the head.
Come on.
For 4 points of damage. And then I will reload.
It wheels its head around, and now recognizing you as a threat is, oh boy, it's kind of quite surrounded here, isn't it? But it's now focusing its ire on you. Dora, you're up.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step, so I'm behind Ray.
Oh yes, coming in close there. All right.
Yeah, and then I'll do another.
Pew.
Ooh, natural 19.
Oh.
So that's 22 minus 4 for, yeah.
You're fine for concealment.
Oh, wow.
Got a 9 on the die here.
For 6? No, 3.
And this whatever piece
Don't let me kill it.
piece
That's
of
so
bric-a-brac
Yes.
soars through the air over Grip's head, slams into the creature, and the three of you that can see it, it does a very similar thing to what happened with Lysandro, where it this piece of this Hummel figurine flies through the air, hits it in the face, and as though the creature had been a balloon, it just deflates into a sack of skin on the ground. And then there is a little waver in the air. You all feel like a chill pass through your bones. Dora's holding Renard very close. The fox yips. The music that had been playing in the air to accompany this fight immediately dies down. And as you all look off to the left there, to this giant wall of open windows that the Anirogen had been standing in front of, almost immediately you see the fog out there start to thin. As though this thing had actually been almost single-handedly supplying all of the fog in this quadrant of the asylum. And there's a faint little tease of, is that possibly a ray of sunlight coming through here? It's so far in the distance and so thin and so faint. But as you watch in these lingering seconds as this creature falls, you are starting to see perhaps the return of reality to Briarstone Isle, and it looks as though taking these volunteers out will actually do the trick. And that's the end of Chapter 32. We'll pick up here next time.
Nice.
Dark Nexus is a creation of Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, which are used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo Inc. For more information about Paizo's community use policy, please visit paizo.com/communityuse. And for more information about Paizo and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's PAIZO.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Sirenscape. Check them out at sirenscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music, composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. Special thanks to Toy, without whose generosity this project would not have been possible. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Chris, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Darren, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
Fantastic.
Did we level?